For those of you that would maybe classify yourself as a beginner with Photoshop or just having a little experience with Photoshop, I'd like to go over the zoom tool real quickly, because the zooming in and zooming out can be confusing for some. And once you got the zoom tool or the zoom options figured out, things will go much faster for you. All right, so let's say I have this image and I want to zoom in on the eyes. Maybe I want to recolor the eyes or something like that. Number of ways you can do this. You can go down here where the zoom tool is. Notice that the options bar appears when that tool is selected. And you have a plus and minus zoom tool, so you could just click. I'm just clicking on the eye and zoom in that way. You could switch to the minus and zoom back out by clicking. So that's pretty basic. Another way is to just use a keyboard shortcut, and you could go Control plus and you're just zooming in on the image, and Control minus will zoom out. Okay, but notice in the options bar that you have a button that says Scrubby Zoom. So you can scrub your zoom, which is something new for me. I've got a lot of bad habits to break. I've used Photoshop over the years, earlier versions. I guess I got to know CS3 pretty well, but now we're using version CS6, and so there's a lot of new things, and I'm kind of stuck in my old ways of doing things. So the Scrubby Zoom is just an example of something I've got to learn too. Once you turn the Scrubby Zoom on, you can just press and hold your mouse and go to the right, just scrub to the right to zoom in, and then I let go of my mouse and then scrub to the left. So you have a lot of precise control for zooming in and out by just holding down your mouse using the scrub or the Scrubby Zoom. Now the space bar usually plays a big role when you're zooming. So if I hold down the space bar, notice the hand tool appears, and then using my mouse I can move around, and this is a big deal when you are doing certain areas. Like I want to focus on the eye, so I'll press down on my space bar and move the eyeball there, and then if I want to work on the other eyeball, I can go over here and do something like that. So you need to practice that. The scroll wheel on your mouse sometimes will work if the preferences are set on your computers. You can use the scroll wheel to zoom in and out. Mine is, so I'm just using my scroll wheel on my mouse. But if it's not set to do this, I might tell you in class how to do this, but I will not tell you how to do it on this video. But I'd rather have you just practice using the zoom tool, hand tool, scrub zoom, and then if you want to try old school, I'm going to turn the Scrubby zoom off. And back in my day when I was starting with Photoshop, what we would do is we would hold down the mouse and make like a selection there, and would zoom in on the selection, and then we would zoom out. But as you can tell me, that scrub zoom is going to work out better for you. So we'll give that a try.